Well, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sandy. The name of my channel is Let's Get Fit with Sandy. I wanted to do a collab of Fall Back with Smart Choices. I contacted a bunch of people that have been very successful in their weight loss. A lot of them have already reached their goals. Some of them are striving to reach their goals. Some of them are struggling like I am. And so I thought with fall and weather changing and everything, it's the perfect opportunity for us to get back on track. I am a 71-year-old mother and grandmother. I have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl, and 5 grandchildren, 3 boys and 2 girls. And I've been on this Weight Watcher journey since December 31st, 2016, and I've been a successful weight loss person. I lost 96.2 pounds at my best, and then the pandemic hit, and as so many of us know, it was a struggle. And even though I did well during the pandemic, I did lose 21 pounds during the pandemic. All of 2020, I lost 21 pounds. But I've been struggling this year and I've gained back 25. So you're probably wondering how I can call myself a successful Weight Watcher. I consider myself a successful Weight Watcher because I never give up. I show both sides of the coin on my channel. I show you my successes, which I had quite a few in the first 4 years. And I've shown you my struggles, which I've had quite a few in the last year. But through all of that, the reason I consider myself successful is I never quit. I struggled, I doubted, I had questions for myself that should I continue on? And the answer always came back to, yes, let's continue on. This is like a process that's going to happen for the rest of my life. It's not like I can ever go back to my old way of eating. At my heaviest, I weighed 304.2. Right now, I'm sitting at about 230.2. So I've lost 74.2 pounds. So I'm really proud of that. But my lowest weight that I ever was 209.2. So as you can see, I've gained quite a bit of weight since my best loss. But I'm never going to stop. I'm going to keep going until I reach my goal. So I thought I would contact some of the people that I watch, YouTube channels that I watch. The people that are included are in this collab or in the description box down below. Please go over to their channels and subscribe. Leave a comment of some sort. If you do subscribe, let them know that I sent you over. YouTube checks the anomalies and stuff on how many views they get, and a couple of the channels are really close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could subscribe to them, I'm sure they would appreciate it. But they look at how many times you get a like. Even if you get a dislike, they count that, you know. Comments, really, even if you just put good video or loved it or something, it'll show that there's some activity with the channel. And like I said, every one of them has either reached their goal, have struggled with their goals, have struggled, or they're trying to reach their goals. And they give great content. My channel pretty much is just like I kind of try to give you a daily inspiration. I share a daily quote, and then I try to work a meeting around the quote that I picked out for the day. I try to show you my hauls, but they're usually always the same because I tend to eat the same foods. I very rarely share recipes, but once in a while I do. But I'm telling you that there's a lot of channels down below that share lots of recipes. So if you're looking for recipes, check out their channels. Go into their playlists and find out what you want to do. Enough about all of that. I've gone like 4 minutes with that. But like I said, I've been struggling this month or this year. I thought I was back on track in September, and I was for about 2 weeks, and then I kind of fell off the wagon again. But now I've climbed back onto that wagon. I've got off the struggle bus and got onto the successful bus, and I'm on my way now. I'm really on my way now because my goal is to reach by December 31st, which will be my 5-year anniversary, is to at least reach my 100 pounds loss, which would put me at 204.2. That's my goal. My ultimate goal by December 31st would be to be in Wonderland. At my age, it's a slow process. I probably won't make it, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. I mean, I can say I probably won't make it. Why even bother? But then I'm never going to get there. So my attitude is I'm going to do it. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, you know what? I got all of 2022 to do it then. So that's what I'm going to do. But I just thought that right now with with me struggling, that I thought maybe if I contacted the successful channels and even the people that are struggling like me channels, that maybe we could come up with some solutions to our problems. So I thought that these would be some habits that maybe we could fall back into. These are habits that I did right from the beginning, and for some reason I kind of threw them to the wayside, chucked them to the side of the road and stopped following them. So I just thought, like I have like 8 questions that I thought that maybe would guide me a little bit more and help other people. Everybody's going to have their own take on this, so that's why it'd be very interesting for you to go to all the other channels and see what their take on my questions are, or if they came up with a theme of their own, which might be even better. That's why I'm so in love with the YouTube community, because they are so supportive and so encouraging. And if you don't have a channel, contact people, through their email addresses. They're more than willing to support you through email. A lot of them, if they've listed their email address, they're willing to support you. And Facebook groups, there's all kinds of different things. So just find something that'll work for you. Okay, number 1 is, how do you schedule your habits into your daily life? I love to go for a walk every morning. I get up in the morning and weather, permitting, I go for a walk. I was at one point up to almost 4 miles, but now I walk between 1.5 miles to 2 miles a day. And I don't walk in the winter when it is icy, because I'm afraid I'm going to fall. But if I start walking and it rains, I'll continue on walking. But like right now, I know you can't really tell, but it's raining off and on. So I didn't get my walk in today, but I'll walk around the house. And so I make a habit of getting some sort of exercise in some way. If I walk because I don't consider it an exercise. I just consider it just something I enjoy doing, and something I like to look forward to doing every day. I get to see my neighbors and talk to my neighbors. I don't prefer to walk in the summer because it's so hot. I love to walk in the winter when it's cold. I've walked in like below 0 weather. You bundle up, you're fine. As long as it's not icy, you're going to catch me out there walking, because I love it. And you get to see your neighbors. You get to see the way people, like Christmas time, you see how they decorate their house. In the fall, you see how they decorate the house. In the spring and summer, you see their flowers. You get to meet your neighbors. I just love the whole aspect of it. And it's exercise that I'm getting in, especially at my age. I need to keep moving to keep my joints loosened. And it just works for me, and I love it. Number 2 is, how do you stick to your schedule? I have to walk first thing in the morning. As much as I do enjoy a good walk, I don't like to walk on a full stomach. I go to bed really late. I don't go to bed till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I don't usually get up till like 9 or 10 o'clock. So I like to walk first thing in the morning, because I don't eat my first meal till about 1 o'clock. So I like to do that. If I've already eaten my meal, I don't like to walk on a full stomach. And if I don't get it in the morning, I have a hard time sticking to my schedule. So I have to know that I'm going to walk in the morning. If I have plans in the morning, I make sure that I get up a little earlier to get my walk in, or I try to schedule anything that I have to do in the morning early enough that I can get it in before I eat my first meal. Number 3 is, how do you focus on what you want to accomplish? I keep a journal that tells me, like in the morning when I get up, I try to focus on what I'm going to have to eat for the day. And I plan out what I'm going to eat that day. A lot of the channels that are listed down below do a menu plan for the whole week, and a grocery haul, let you know what they're buying. And I tried that for a couple weeks, but I had a hard time following it. And I know it's not like written in stone that this is exactly what you're supposed to follow, but I don't know. I'm a creature of habit. So I pretty much decide what I want to accomplish for the day, whether it's like Mondays is my house cleaning, like if I have doctor's appointments or stuff like that, I try to fit that in, that I'm going to accomplish it, and make sure that I have the right ingredients for foods that I want to eat in my house too. Number 4 is, how do you stop making excuses when you slip? Now that's the hardest one for me. A lot of times I'll just make an excuse, like, well, I really, really wanted to make a really good breakfast, but I haven't had a McDonald's sausage biscuit in such a long time, and I have so much running to do today, and it's just easier. The excuses that I make to do that are just not right. So I have to stop making those kind of excuses. So what I have to tell myself is, okay, sure, you're in a hurry. You think that you don't have time to make breakfast. Let's stop by McDonald's. Let's get a breakfast sandwich. Why don't we instead peel a hard-boiled egg, pop a piece of toast in while you're getting some your shoes and socks on, and then when that pops, then put a little bit of like a tablespoon of peanut butter on it. Eat the peanut butter, the egg, have a banana, have a little small glass of juice, and then go on your way. That's not going to take you but 5 or 10 minutes. And so that can be one of the things that I can do to stop making an excuse. There's always time. You can always schedule like a quick 3 or 4 minutes. And even if you ate it on the go, which is not the right way to go, which I'm telling you, you should sit down and eat your meals. But like if you're in a really big hurry, you could eat an egg if you've already had it peeled. You could put the egg on the toast. You could do it. So stop making excuses. Number 5, are you doing this by yourself? Unfortunately, I am. My husband needs to lose weight, knows he needs to lose weight, says he wants to lose weight, but doesn't want to put the effort in to lose weight. I sometimes will make something Weight Watcher friendly, and he will eat it, but then he'll follow that up with making a sandwich or something afterwards. So it's kind of like defeating the purpose. But you have to want to do it for yourself. You're never going to lose the weight and keep it off if you're doing it for someone else. You want to do it for yourself. So I want to do it for myself. So I will make my Weight Watcher friendly meal and make his meal, because there's just the two of us because our children are married and gone. But I'll try to, like the proteins, like the meats, I'm going to make it the Weight Watcher way. But I will make him some mashed potatoes or something. Jim is not my husband, is not a vegetable eater. So I can like really load up my plate with a lot of different vegetables and still prepare a pretty good meal. Jim likes to have bread and butter at his meals, every meal. That's a challenge for me because I like to have bread and butter at all of my meals. Sometimes I can do well enough in the day to plan my points in that I can get it in, have some bread and butter for dinner. Sometimes I don't, but I always make sure that Jim does. And I know that people are saying, well, if you didn't make him the bread and butter, he wouldn't eat the bread and butter. Well, yeah, he would. So like I said, it comes back to you have to want to do it for yourself. And I try my best. I try the best I can. There are a couple recipes that I've done that he does like and doesn't go to make a sandwich afterwards. And so I try to prepare those a little bit more. Number 6, if it doesn't follow your plan, how do you make it work? Like I said, Jim doesn't follow the plan, so I have to work around it. So if we're going to have something that's going to be a little bit high in points for me, I try to balance it off by letting him have the what he wants, and then I have like extra vegetables or something. If he wants like mashed potatoes, I might make myself like an acorn squash. I'll have that instead, which is 0 points on the blue plan. And I love acorn squash. And so it's not like I'm, sacrificing or anything like that. I know I could make like the 2 ingredient bread doughs to have like a lower point biscuit in that. I would just rather not have it than go to all that work. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, not that it's a lot of work, but I'm not a cooking from scratch type of person. I don't mind cooking from scratch once in a while, but not that often. It's just easier for me to open up a can of those little biscuits from Pillsbury and pop those in the oven. So that's what I plan on doing. But I don't know about you, but I'm getting so many spam calls lately. It's driving me crazy. Number 7, how do you design your day for success? I, fortunately, am the one that does all the grocery shopping and all the meal preparations. So I can prepare myself for success by not bringing in stuff that I'm going to eat. Jim has to have his little treats. It's just one of the things he wants to have. And I've been married for 50 years. It's 50 years of habit of knowing that I grocery shop and I get what Jim likes, and that's just the way it is. Comes back to the point. You have to want to do it for yourself. If I don't bring this stuff into the house, there's going to be an argument. So it's just easier. You got to pick and choose your battles. So I don't bring things into the house that I will be tempted by. So there's a lot of things that Jim likes that I don't like that aren't on Weight Watcher plans. So those are the kind of treats that I bring in. I have my vegetables and fruits everywhere. So, I mean, if Jim's ever tempted to have fruits or vegetables, he can't say for lack of wanting that it's not anywhere around, because it's around. And then also, I'm glad I was going to sit outside and do my video, but I don't know if you can hear it. It's really starting to rain now, because I was going to sit outside. And I thought, no, let's wait. We'll just come in the thing and we'll just do this. But wait a minute, I have to take this call. Okay, I'm back. When you tape on your phone, those things happen. But anyway, I think where did I leave off? I did do how do you design your day for success. Like I said, I plan out what I'm going to eat for the day. I make sure that I have the foods that I want for the day in my house. Get my walk in first thing when I get up in the morning before I do anything. And check out my YouTube channels. They give me inspiration. Go on my Facebook pages. They help me out too. And I usually figure out my quote for the day in the morning before I even get out of bed. I say my prayers in the morning before I get out of bed, and then I look for my inspiration for what I'm going to talk about on my videos for the day. That's different things that I do to plan my day for success. And number 8 is, how do you make a habit important enough that you don't feel defeated when you mess up? I just think that we all make mistakes. It's part of living. It's part of life. You don't learn anything if you never make a mistake. You have to learn from your mistakes, though. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't learn from your mistakes. So I try to realize that I'm not the only one struggling. I'm not the only one that has a hard time. Even the most successful person that lost all their weight met some struggles along the way. Maybe they're not lasting as long as my struggles are lasting, but I'm sure that they've had a few struggles along the way. And all we can do is do our best. And just realize that a habit is something that takes a few weeks to, I think they say it's 3 weeks before a habit is really fully formed. So just give yourself 1 month. Finish off the month of October. Just figure out, today is the 9th of October. Just think for the next 22 days, for the next 3 weeks, there we go, 3 weeks, we're going to follow a certain plan. We're going to try to have a habit of doing a certain thing each day, whether it's go for a walk, walk in place during a commercial, prepare a new recipe. Find a new habit that you're going to do and work on it, and I think that'll really make a difference. I know sometimes I get a little confusing. I know what I want to say, it's in my head, but it doesn't come out of my mouth. I just know that I am struggling right now. I want to get back on track. I want to reach my goals, and I know I will reach my goals. And as long as I don't quit, I consider myself a success. And you can be just as successful too. You really can. You just have to give it a little bit of effort. And sometimes just that one little push that you push yourself, just that one little time, that makes the difference. So please subscribe to me. Check out all the channels down below. Subscribe to them. Leave a comment. Hit their like buttons. Hit the notification button. And let me know what you do to fall back with smart choices. What are some of the habits or things that you do that make you make smarter choices? Because I'm open to anything at this point. I definitely want to reach my goals by the end of the year. And I'm going to do it with all the support and encouragement I get from all of my YouTube subscribers. And I know that there's got to be suggestions out there that can help me. I really do. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, and share it if you think somebody might like to see it. Hit the notification button so you'll know when my videos come up. Like I said, I do a tag video usually every Tuesday. I do a daily vlog. On Thursdays, I do a weekly meeting highlights. On Wednesdays, I do a series with my son called Ask Us Anything. If you have any questions, you can ask us anything and we'll answer any questions. We have fun, so please join me. Okay, talk to you guys soon. I hope you'll come over and subscribe and check out my daily vlogs.